Welcome to this episode of the Gunman. In this video I'll be taking you through how to colour match Standox base coat. The colour name is Zesty Metallic and the paint code is ZQ. I'm using solvent base as well, so I've used a Spectro to mix this colour up. I've taken my reading, gone up to the computer, typed it in, plugged it up and found the best variant going by the colour comparison. Then come out, give it a good stir up, reduce it down at a 2:1 ratio and put something into the spray gun. We'll grab a test card and then we'll spray the colour out. These test cards are good because they've got two different colours on them, the black and the white, so you know once you've got coverage they're not going to be seeing through to what's underneath. Actually had a guy recently and he's put a bit of acrylic primer down first and made the whole colour card so it's grey, and then he goes and looks at his colour and he goes, "Oh, the colour's no good," and I said, "Mate, you haven't covered up the paint over that." So pretty rookie mistake, but you can see here with this colour it's quite yellow. It's actually not that good. I was expecting it would be a bit better. Most of the time Standox base coat is better than this, but it's the real way to fix this one was to wash the colour out with the pearls. So I come back up to the computer, look at the tinters that are in it. We're going to put a bit of that effect white and a little bit of the amethyst pearl into it. So we'll come back up to our colour matching bank, find the colours that we want to put into it. They teach you when you go to trade school, and most of the paint reps try to teach you to stick to the colours that are in the colour, but I've found that sometimes you just can't match the colour with the tinters that they've put in there. Sometimes you just, like this colour, it ended up, I left it overnight because it was actually starting to annoy me and I wasn't painting the car that day anyway. So it ended up that the next day I had to come in and putting silver in it, whereas this colour on the Standox machine, tinting machine, on their formula, it didn't even have any silver in it. It was just all full of pearls. So this is what I tried to colour match it by sticking to the formula. It didn't end up going in the direction that I wanted, so I ended up having to step out of the formula, adding metallic, and ended up getting the colour right. So yeah, if you need to put metallic in a pearl, just be careful, but if you need to, you need to, because sometimes you just can't match with the colours that are in there. So I like to do that. What I was doing there is just tipping a bit of the original paint back over the stick so you can get just a rough idea of where the colour's going to. And also when I've come back up to the colour card, I'm just covering off a small section of it just so that we can get an idea of how much that colour has changed it, what we've put in compared to where it was. So we've got that little stripe down the edge of where it was and then the new one next to it. So it's a bit of an improvement. You can see here it has washed that yellowness out a little bit. I'm using the sun gun here, the 3M sun gun. They're a good tool. So it ends up that it needed just a bit more of that. I ended up putting more in, do another spray out, come back over and have another look at it. Ended up putting more of that effect white, which is just the white tinter. It's got a ghosty, sort of a ghosty blue effect to it, so you got to be careful with that tinter because you can end up with a really milky flip on them. Whenever you say this is the next colour card I've done, it's a definite improvement by putting a bit more of that in it, but I still think that it still had a little bit too much of the yellow in it, so I've then gone and changed it one more time, and now I'm actually with something that I'm happy with after putting that metallic in it. As I said, I left it overnight, had to come back to it. Sometimes you're best off doing that with colours. Ask other people what their opinions are on it. Yeah, and if you've been on a colour for more than an hour, walk away from it, do some prep work or something, come back to it, and usually you'll figure it out. So I'm pretty happy with how that colour matched up. So here's a couple of links here. Got the Developer Studio Pro for clear and the Sarja RP for clear coat. So thanks again for watching, and this has been another Gunman production. Goodbye.